media done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live from Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Tuesday, April 4th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. Listener big galore today. We're going to have a jam-packed podcast broadcast with Tucson Foodie hanging out with us. Mari returns from Japan. She brought a bunch of goodies with us, probably used panties. Last time she came back from Japan, she got me used panties that she bought from a vending machine.
I always thought that was a myth, but no, that's real.
No, yeah.
That's real.
I thought it was a myth too until she proved me wrong. And in honor of her coming back from Japan a second time, I'm wearing said panties.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
appropriate.
It's going to be one of those kind of shows. It's going to be super fun. Tickets to give away, tons of stuff. You know, with 3 Doors Down and Candlebox, I'm going to be giving away this hour. I announced yesterday that Incubus is coming to Tucson. That's right. Incubus is coming to Tucson.
Yeah.
I want to scream it from the rooftops. I cannot be happier about this show. Bad Flowers on the show. Paris Jackson's on the show. It's at the TCC in August, and those tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m., but you have an opportunity to win those tickets around 7:15 this morning with a round of the Yes Game, and we have a lot more. As far as what's going on in the world today, lots of big stories happening. First and foremost, the NCAA tournament wrapped up last night with UConn taking it and actually spanking San Diego State. So it wasn't even close, but now we have another March bracket in the books, and we're looking forward to next year. Bear down, go U of A. And a lot of experts picked UConn from the very beginning. So if you were filling out brackets and you called one of those long shots, put a little bit of money on UConn, you probably would have made a bunch of money on those sports books. So, and I'm saying this as if I'm like talking to myself, like, hey, idiot, you heard a lot of people say UConn. All you had to do is put $5 on UConn, and you get at least probably got $100 from that $5 bet. Something. But that's all right. Of course, we had that going on. Let's see. Last night, I posted yesterday on my social media page. Did you see this on my Instagram? I think you did. And I posted on Facebook as well. The picture of Vince McMahon.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so, you know, we checked this out on the podcast yesterday. Powers and that Weirdo were on with me, and we were talking WrestleMania and just marking out. And, of course, the rumblings was that the WWE was selling to the Endeavor Group. The Endeavor Group is a company that's owned by Ari Emanuel, who also owns the UFC. Now, Ari is actually the real-life agent that the character Ari Gold from Entourage is based off of, right? So that maniac, that's who owns the UFC and WWE now. Now, of course, in pressers, he comes off as more well-reserved and very intelligent. And obviously, you got to be a billionaire 21 times over. And that's essentially what they did, is they merged the UFC and the WWE into a $21 billion deal.
Beast.
Yes, which is massive, right? The business implications of this is unheard of. And it'll be interesting to see what happens moving forward. But none of that matters, because all that mattered on the internet was Vince McMahon's terrible dye job with his hair and his eyebrows, and then his like weird Mussolini mustache. And he's 77 years old, trying to going through his third midlife crisis. I don't know. But the best part about this was I took to YouTube to watch this interview, and all I could do was read the comments, because nobody could get over the ridiculous look that Vince McMahon has. And you have to be so unaware, so or lack self-awareness to a certain extent, or give literally 0 Fs. If there's a poster child for giving 0 Fs, 77-year-old mustached, hair dyed Vince McMahon would be that poster child, right? So here's some of my favorite comments that I came across on the interwebs. This dude named George said, Vince looks like a 1920s art dealer. Yeah, I think you would appreciate a lot of these comments, actually. Another guy wrote, Vince looks like he's going to solve the mystery of the missing Pink Panther ring. right. Alexa says, someone tell Vince it's okay to age. It goes on, though.
He's getting roasted.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, got him. I'm going through each comment at home by myself going, ha! Got him. Yeah. Oh, I hearted so much. Vince finally gets to cosplay Walt Disney. All right. Ricardo wrote, Vince's mustache is the biggest heel turn ever. Clark said, Vince be like, get me pictures of Spider-Man. There's a couple more, and then I'll end it with the realest comment that I saw on there. James wrote, the stash, the dye job on the hair, the work he's had around the eyes, WTF Vince. Someone also, a couple people made this reference. Vince did what Creed from The Office did and went ahead and used the ink from the printer to paint his hair and mustache. Brian wrote, Vince looks like the bad guy from Miami Vice. Let's see. Michael said, I'm just going to say it. That's not Vince. That's a clone. Of course, the internet, always talking about clones. And say, I think someone also wrote, I think Vince's plan was to distract us with the mustache, and it's working pretty good.
Yep.
And I mean, honestly, that made me sit and think for a second. Like, wait a second. What if that was like an expert level PR move where they're like, okay, you're going to make this announcement, but we got to give you a makeover before you go, because people will still talk about the sexual harassment and inappropriate funds that you did. I mean, just recently, that was last year when scandal hit about Vince McMahon. He had to step down, and then he only stepped down for a little bit and he came back just to sell this company. So maybe his expert PR group's like, look, they're going to just bring up all the bad stuff we want them to forget. So let's give them something to make them forget. Let's make you look ridiculous. Let's make you look like a 77-year-old Rico. And if that's the case, then nobody's going to be talking about the lawyers and the staff members that you banged during your tenure.
Right. And you're too busy looking for a used car from you.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, maybe that is the case. I mean, I know that I've done troll posts on social media on purpose to kind of, garner a reaction, to have people be like, whether they spell check or whatever the case, argue that Nickelback doesn't belong in all these lists. That was a calculated move to get people's attention. So if it's not unheard of to think that somebody, especially a multi-million-dollar, public relations firm, which I'm assuming he works with, would say, hey, no, we need something that is like a lightning rod for attention, because society is so ADD and they pick up on the little things so much. They'll just laser focus on that they won't like talk about anything else.
Like you said in the comments, what's the ratio of looking at how goofy he looks versus actual like bad things he's done?
98%. Yeah. 98% was roasting. And there was only one comment that really put it in perspective. And I'll get to that. But let's see, a couple more roasts I want to share. There was one more. Well, this one, Angel Eyes Jr. said, what the hell? Who turned Vince into the guy from the Tapatio bottle? But the realest comment on there that really made me think that, this was like a well thought out plan to just distract us and get us focused on his ridiculous look, was written by a woman, go figure. And she said, grow a weird mustache, and when you return, they'll all be talking about that and not your hideous behavior against women. What a time to be alive. So,
That's how it goes.
Yeah, let the conspiracy theories grow from there. Rock on 2. Hold on. Rock on 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the podcast broadcast. You got Shane from Tucson Foodie in the building. Good morning, Shane.
Good morning.
All right, we're going to get him all situated. But first, Rico, Mari, I want to introduce to you our grand prize winner for our March Sadness Emo bracket. Yes.
Drum roll.
As you guys know, we've been going head to head with Emos Classics every single day, encouraging you to vote. And we said, okay, for every vote that you enter, you're qualified for the grand prize, which is a flyaway trip to Las Vegas, 2-night hotel stay, and tickets for the When We're Young Festival. Yes. And joining us via stream, we got Jordan. Good morning, Jordan. What's up?
Hey.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you for joining us here on the podcast broadcast stream real quick. There was a couple notes that I got from Mucho, our promotion director. First and foremost, he says you listen to the show every day, huh?
I do. On the way home from work.
Awesome. Yeah, so you're working third shift, so you're staying up extra late for us right now, huh?
Oh yeah.
Well, I appreciate
yes, I
that.
am.
I won't keep you too long, but I just wanted to meet you, say congratulations. How many times did you vote, do you think?
3 was all.
Just
I voted.
3.
Yeah.
Nice. And who did you vote for to win the March Sadness bracket?
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah, so you picked the big winner who, my Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade, won this year's song selection for the March Sadness emo bracket. And then last year, they also won for just being the best emo band. So, you picked the favorite. And with only 3 votes, I know there's a lot of people out there listening and being like, God damn it, I text 32 times.
Like every time.
Yeah. So, are you excited to go to Vegas?
Dude, I'm so stoked, man.
Yeah, you grew up liking the emo music and all that.
Oh yeah, My Chemical Romance was a big fan favorite. Blink 182, all them.
Nice. Yeah. So have you checked out the full lineup for When We Were Young?
Oh yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So what band are you most excited to see live when you go to Vegas?
Offspring.
Oh yeah, and they're not even emo, but they're around when we were young.
Their
so
lyrics
we'll
are
allow
enough.
it. Yeah.
That's fine.
Awesome, Jordan. Well, congratulations. I like seeing a face to the name, and it's going to be fantastic. And I know no expenses were spared in giving away this promotion. I think you're going to stay at the state-of-the-art 5-star Circus. And just kidding. I don't know where the hotel is, but hopefully it's at least Circus quality. But either way, it doesn't matter. You're going to barely be in your room because you're going to be raging at the festival all weekend.
That's right, man. Thank you.
No problem, dude. I appreciate you listening. And what do you do that makes you work third shift when everyone's sleeping?
I'm an aircraft mechanic
Oh wow.
at the Tucson Airport.
Awesome. Well, yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm sure you probably would have got free airfare tickets too, but now you got those on top. But thank you for keeping us up in the sky.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
awesome.
stoked.
Well, here, I'm going to give you a bonus, prize since you won that. Now, every day in the 9 o'clock hour, I'm allowed to play one song of my choosing. It's my single song takeover, right? So, Jordan, what's one song you want me to play on the radio that you haven't heard on KFMA in a while? And I will play that song for you today.
Dude, I had something for this. But can you play some Bloodhound Gang?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Oh
That's
boy.
a fantastic.
Look how happy you got.
I just lit up. I'm like, oh yeah, buddy. I knew I liked you before I even met you, Jordan. All right, well, thank you so much. I got some Bloodhound Gang coming on the way here for you, Jordan, and have a good time in Vegas, my friend.
Thank you.
No worries. All right, for the rest of you guys, we're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. Join us there. Clear. Yeehaw. Excellent, Jordan. Thank you so much. He's out. All right. He left.
I'm going to sleep now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Shane, let's reboot your camera or something because I'm not seeing you.
All right. I have to restart my computer. It's not recognizing the device.
Okay.
Do that?
Yeah, you go ahead. You
All
got
right.
time.
Okay.
You got some time. I'm going to be
time.
pulling up a lot of stuff, but yeah. So there we go. We met our winner here. This is a big deal.
I'm stoked for him. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah. Today we had a fantastic morning moron. When we returned, Mari has all these great goodies from Japan that she came back with that we're going to taste test with Shane. We're also going to be talking Tucson Foodie news, and I have a bunch of other like food related content. Of course, High in the Desert still coming up. Tucson Doobie. A lot of catching up that we're doing on the podcast. It's going to be a good one, I promise you. This morning's morning moron was a guy I kind of related to. For one summer, I know. I relate to these morons all the time. I don't know why.
Doofus.
For one summer, I spent with my friends breaking into a grocery store that was being built, and on the inside they had all these steamrollers and forklifts and lifts, all these vehicles. And somebody left the master key behind, and I was able to drive and ride on all of those things. So this morning moron didn't find the master key, but he was able to get one of these forklifts. And the story went a little something like this. 1 KFMA. It's now 6:17 and time for your morning moron. Let's do this. When it comes to morning morons, it's really hard to find someone stupider than Jeffrey Zielinski. Jeffrey Zielinski is from Portland, Oregon. He was charged with burglary, theft, unauthorized use of a motor vehicle, reckless driving, and criminal mischief, right? So a slew of charges, which happens, but why? Well, it was all for taking a forklift on a joyride. Yeah. Have you ever driven heavy machinery like that?
I am not forklift certified yet.
Oh, no. Neither
Working
am
on
I.
it.
But when I was in high school, I did come across a couple, construction vehicles that had a master key around and got to joyride them. They were super fun. I drove a steamroller. I did a bunch of stuff.
What?
Oh, yeah. That's a story that I have to tell you off air because it does incriminate myself. But either way, let's get back to the other morning moron, Jeffrey Zielinski. All right, so he took a forklift out on a joyride, allegedly, right? Now, police say security video shows Zielinski taking the forklift from a parking structure and then driving it through fencing and a steel chain fence. So the fencing, it was locked with a steel chain, but he was able to drive through it. Now, that's when witnesses say that the forklift started rolling along the sidewalk while chasing a pedestrian across the street. While Jeffrey Zielinski was laughing maniacally. Yeah, he's driving. Now, those forklifts don't drive that fast. So luckily, the pedestrian was able to get away. But just imagine that. You're just like, taking a leisurely walk. All of a sudden, a maniac on a forklift is like, whoa, I'm going to fork you up. Like, what? Okay, so
this is not how I saw myself going out.
No.
At all.
Now, from there, reports say the forklift went against oncoming traffic. While Jeffrey just smiled and yelled at people. And guess what he yelled? And this is the best part of the story. He goes, I literally stole this. But yeah, Jeffrey, we know, dude. You're driving on the I-10, going against traffic, trying to chase off pedestrians. I imagine you're not on the clock right now.
I'm the king of the world.
So for Jeffrey to steal the forklift, bust through a chain link fence, start chasing pedestrians on sidewalks, then going against oncoming traffic while yelling at the top of his lungs that he literally stole that forklift definitely makes Jeffrey Zielinski this week's Morning Moron. All right, there was your Morning Moron from today. You're still figuring out your laptop there, Shane?
Oh, it's working.
Okay.
Here I come.
Here he come. There he is. There he is. Almost.
Wall.
Almost. There he is.
Boom.
Hey. And with that, then we're going to add your logo. We got to get Mario logo too, Powers, if you're on the stream.
Japanese anime style.
Yeah, you've been staying busy, huh? I'm going to play a clip from the Tucson Foodie show on the podcast here in case you guys missed it. You're putting together great content. It's fantastic. You having fun doing that?
Oh yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah, so he's got a great dry delivery. It's Shane, right? So I mean, some of the stuff, on both episodes so far, there's only two, but there's definitely like LOL moments, and then the end bit of episode 2 of the high wire blindfold taste test. I thought that was very nice too. Yeah. So what do you have upcoming this week? And they drop every Wednesday?
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. So it's dropping today.
Dropping today.
Woo. At what time? Noon?
Probably end of day because we're putting some final touches on a music video that I shot about Welcome Diner.
Nice.
To the tune of Red Red Wine.
Oh yeah, he's been doing the singing too.
With a real steel drummer. Yeah.
You got a real steel drummer?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Where'd you find the steel drummer?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Does it say 4th Avenue? Hey, buddy.
He was hilarious, dude. He shows up. He's like, I don't know, 60s. His name's Chris.
Uh-huh.
Got his hair all tight, pulled back in a little bun. And he's like, are you ready to start? And I'm like, yeah, let's hit it. So we hit record and he takes his bun out and he's just like Fabio style, just long white hair. He just starts.
Oh my
It
god.
was great. It was great.
Got in the zone.
Yeah, well, I can't wait to see that. Are you going to clip that by itself to do its own music video? Because you have to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
The bad
Amazing.
touch. I'm going to put this on here.
Is Welcome There coming back?
I mean, actually, the song was a serenade to try to convince it to reopen.
It's just been like this tomb of like Welcome There for years now.
Well, Powers actually
Just
worked
you
at the
wait.
Welcome Diner, and he was part of the Welcome Diner experience, like that whole lifestyle of all those people kind of hanging out together, and he loved it. In fact, he defined who he was. Surprisingly, right? He goes all into things that he's passionate about. And so I know he's probably one of the first people that would say, absolutely sign me up to bring back the Welcome Diner.
Hope so.
And then he would probably take on that job and try to work a 7th job.
Because why not?
Yeah, right. All right, hold on. I've got 15 seconds before I go on, and I'm sorry, I'm multitasking right now as I'm trying to pull up this Bloodhound Gang because I want to play that for
Winner guy.
for Jordan.
Winner
I'm sorry,
man.
yeah. All right, here we go.
Who's napping right now?
Rock 102.1 KFMA. That was the latest from Nickelback with San Quentin. Nickelback still probably mad at me for using their name for our April Fool's Day post, but it was April Fool's Day. Get over yourself. Come on now. I'm still trying to get that interview with Chad Kroger. And the only reason why I went ahead with the April Fool's post is because they have not confirmed that interview. So I'm like, all right, well, if you're not going to give me an interview, then I'm going to continue this joke. So
Fine.
because I'm petty. That's what happens. All right. With that, I do have my single song takeover that I want to dedicate to our winner of the grand prize of our flyway trip to Las Vegas for When We're Young Festival. We had another successful March Sadness emo bracket, and I thank all of you guys for participating. Unfortunately, we only had one grand prize to give away, and Jordan was lucky enough to win that grand prize, so him and a friend are going to go to Las Vegas on us, hotel and airfare included, and tickets to the When We're Young Festival. And I asked him as a bonus treat to give me any song he used to hear on KFMA back in the day for my single song takeover, and he made an excellent choice. Yes, it's the Bloodhound Gang with a Bad Touch. So that's our single song takeover going out to Jordan. Congratulations yet again on that grand prize. Turn it up. When we come back, we're going to be taste testing Japanese cuisines on Beef Vegan Presents. Join us on the podcast, youtube.com/Beef Vegan, or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1. All right, that's good. I kind of want to jam this song, but
I know you do.
I know.
You get that look in your eyes.
I know.
Ooh,
I love it.
perfect
Oh.
song.
I want Shane to parody this song so bad.
You good?
Okay, good idea.
Yeah, there you go.
Think
Thanks.
about it.
My former co-host actually did that with was it The Roof Is on Fire?
Yeah.
Oh.
Shamonti when there was Mount Lemon was on fire.
Oh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
ooh.
he did a remake of the Bloodhound Gangs this before he hired me and brought me down here. But I heard it was very good. I was like, he's like, Mount Lemon's on fire, or something like that. But he sounded exactly like Jimmy Pop. So you used to rock Bloodhound Gang back in the day, Shane?
Oh, dude, absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to lie to kick it.
Duh.
You
No,
know?
it's his
So
karaoke song.
is it your karaoke song?
Yeah.
That and Whoop, there it is. Those are my two go-to. I know every word.
Solid.
And there's some like fast rap, so it makes me sound impressive because I know
Oh,
the words.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah, this
Uh-huh.
guy can read fast. Well, you know, one of these times, since you're doing all these songs, you know, Rico and I, we have a group called Rap GPT.
Oh, I know. All
Oh,
about
yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. So eventually, then you're gonna have to get in on one of these classics. I have a ghostwriter, you know, and we find beats and we could lay down a track together. In fact, actually, I could probably come
Oh,
together
sweet.
with a foodie inspired Rap GPT track.
That
before
sounds
the
good.
end.
I mean, you think I didn't use Chat GPT to help me write the lyrics to that UB40 cover?
There you go.
You know
Perfect.
I
Yeah.
did.
That's
I
good.
wrote a piece of are we live?
We're on the podcast, so go ahead and say shit.
I wrote a piece of shit and then I said, Chat GPT, make this not suck.
Yeah, nice.
And it worked.
Isn't that amazing?
That
I
was
love
great.
it. So move over, Drake.
Like,
You're not
wait.
the only one with ghostwriters.
It's like, wait, robot, you agree this is shit? Like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh
Good
no,
luck.
yes.
Hold my beer.
Calculating. Yep, that's 100% shit.
Oh man.
I love how at the end they gave me, there's like a little comment. They're like, we're really proud, or it's ChatGPT said something like, I think this is what you're looking for. I think it's got the right mood. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
They said that?
Yeah, and there was like a little closing statement. Like,
Oh wow.
this is
yeah.
what you want.
Yeah, this is what you
Wow.
want.
It's getting smug and snarky now.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You gotta love it.
Jeez.
You
You're
gotta
right.
love it. Yeah. So now with the season of the Tucson Foodie show, and you're calling it again this week in Foodie.
This week in Tucson Foodie.
Yeah, this week in Tucson Foodie. Now, are you planning it out to be like a season with hiatuses and everything else, or are you just starting and you're like, this is going to be never ending every single week for the rest of our lives?
We're gonna run it every week, even if we have to get different anchors in.
Okay.
In fact, I'd love for you to guest anchor one day.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I've done all that stuff. I even pitched you an idea that I'm willing to sign up for.
It's on the docket, just not
Oh,
sure
yeah.
when. We're
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
do that. Is it Is it meat or is it vegan?
Yeah. Because
Blindfold taste test.
yes, absolutely. I figured you could pull this off. This was an idea I've had it for a while now because, obviously I play on my name, but, with all these vegan restaurants, I don't know all of them. I know you have people that do that could create this cuisine that you would think is meat or dairy or any of that. So they got it down to where, my daughter makes Rock 102.1 KFMA. My daughter made chocolate chip cookies the other night that were 100% vegan. And I devoured those mofos. I had no idea. I was mad when she told me they were vegan. I was like, what? Oh, yeah, tricked me. These are delicious. And I'm dipping it in my almond milk as I'm menstruating. It was amazing. So,
Jeez. Beef doesn't understand.
I don't. But we are here with Shane from TucsonFoodie.com. Obviously, the beautiful laugh is Mari and Rico. And Mari just came back from Japan. So please show me and show everybody here on the podcast broadcast stream, youtube.com/beefvegan, these wonderful delicacies that we're going to try out real quick.
Only one delicacy, right? Because the other three are like bath balls.
Oh, so you got one
bath bombs.
edible thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the one edible thing? Show it in the
Okay.
in the camera
one
here.
edible thing. This on Google Translate.
Other
right here.
camera, there it is. On Google Translate, it's what?
Wasabi horse, mackerel devil.
Wasabi horse, mackerel devil. Now, Shane, you're a foodie. Have you ever eaten horse before?
Wait, it's actual horse?
No. I think it's just
It's
like a bad
horseradish.
translation.
Okay.
Oh, maybe.
Wasabi, usually knockoff wasabi is horseradish.
Yes.
I'm guessing it's dried fish balls covered in wasabi.
Oh no,
That's a good venture.
that's an excellent guess, and I like how you were just like actual horse.
I
I'm
was
not
like,
gonna do it.
I'm not eating
No.
horse.
Yes. Oh, you're a foodie. What kind of foodie are you if you're not trying new delicacies?
Not before noon. Them's the rules.
All right, so it is not horse, and I don't think it's legal for even Japanese people to eat horse. I'm assuming, right?
I don't.
Chat GPT.
Yeah, Google that real quick, Rico. But yes, it's not horse.
No,
it's
not.
it's wasabi and horseradish.
No.
So let's both try one out.
Let's get these out. Open her up.
Yeah.
Open
And the
her
other
up.
things, you got bath balls, which is funny because do I look like I bathe?
But they're food related ones. So there's a tempura bath bomb, a bread bath bomb, and a beef bath bomb.
I know. So
How
it's like
appropriate.
making human soup.
What? It's a
Yeah.
That's what I
croissant.
feel like. You're making your own ramen in your bathtub.
That
Yes.
looks like a
You-
croissant bath bomb. Fancy, right?
Seriously.
Yeah, smell it. You guys smell it though, because it smells like bread. So like your bath would smell like bread.
Oh,
I wouldn't
okay.
complain.
Oh, here
Yeah.
we go.
Smell it?
No.
And then I just don't know what the beef one
Ooh,
smells like.
These
That's
are
why
like fluffy.
Oh, I can tell you what it smells like.
These look like oyster
this
crackers.
one's bread, right? Bread.
Those are bath
That's a
bombs.
legit
Yeah,
croissant.
smell it.
Oh no, I want to try. I want to eat this. Okay.
I
Don't
think they're
eat
just wasabi crackers.
Yeah, the
to
bath
be honest.
bomb.
I'm gonna hold off for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh come on, dude. No,
Come
you're.
on.
Well, he's intermittent
I'm
fasting.
right
Yeah,
now.
but it's
Oh.
one horse ball.
Don't
It's just
gaslight
only
me.
one, dude.
Don't you dare.
Are you intermittent fasting?
Yeah, but look at the
What is
guy.
that, 10 to 5?
Yeah, well, noon to 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, 16-8.
Wow, these.
Well, you
smell
could have
awesome.
one. This
They're
is
good?
No.
it's all protein.
No.
Okay. You want to try it first? All right. So Mari.
Well, I'm not a wasabi lover, so
So immediately you're hurting. Now
Oh, these are delicious.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I love wasabi.
I'm gonna try mine.
Does it taste fishy?
No.
No,
No?
it's
Okay.
zero
I don't think
mackerel
it's
in it.
actual fish.
Okay.
I think it's a bad translation.
Yeah. It's just well, it's wasabi and horseradish, right?
Oh, yeah.
Horse
Or a mackerel and
Oh, there's
devil.
like a nut inside it.
Yeah. I
Oh,
think
maybe
there's
there's
a
a
nut.
nut. I think there's a peanut.
That wasn't called for.
These are delicious.
They're all
Yeah.
yours.
You eating a bunch of those? They
Oh,
are
yeah.
all yours.
Tucson
You are a
Foodie.
foodie.
TucsonFoodie.com has a whole new section now.
I like all food except horse.
Yeah, I know that was your hard stop. But it's good to know.
Mm.
Future segments can't serve Shane horse. He's all bougie when it
All
comes to the
about,
horse.
all about that kangaroo meat.
That's fine.
Nah, I'm not a fan of kangaroo meat. I've eaten it. I
Have
don't
you?
think it tastes
You
good.
legit have.
Uh-huh. I legit have.
Okay, that's
Was it
funny.
tough?
It was tough.
Real gamey?
Gamey.
Yeah, and this restaurant, which didn't
boy.
last long, this is up in Phoenix.
Hmm.
Their whole angle was like, we're the only place that serves real kangaroo meat. And I'm like, yeah, if only for the time being, nobody's gonna come and eat that crap.
Didn't last long.
Real kangaroo meat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to the place with fake kangaroo meat.
imitation kangaroo.
I get that veggie kangaroo patty, please.
Yeah.
Soy.
Burger
Alright.
King's new kangaroo burger.
We're keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. There, we're going to continue to play games, and we're going to also play a clip of This Week in Tucson Foodie, a hilarious new web series that just dropped from Tucson Foodie. Plus, we got so much more talking food and everything else in pop culture this hour on the podcast broadcast. Join us there, youtube.com/beefvegan, or keep it right here. It's Rock 1 2.1. Clear.
These are a delight.
They are good. Yeah, they absolutely are good. Better than I thought they would be.
The sad thing is, you want to look them up online, but we don't know what the exact name of it is.
I mean,
So.
you could try to
Horse
translate.
balls.
Horse balls.
Here, do me a favor. Google
Japanese horse balls.
Google horse balls there, Rico.
No, I'm
and-
good. I don't need those
Oh.
directed advertisements on my page. Thank you.
I'm gonna ask my buddy who lives in Japan.
Oh yeah, ask him.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say
what time is it
he
over there
speaks
right now?
Japanese. He
I
teaches
think it's just
Japanese.
wasabi peanuts. to
Oh,
be
he teaches
honest.
Japanese.
Wasabi peanuts.
Yeah, I'm sure it's just like wasabi, rice cracker, peanuts. It's just what's hilarious. Yeah, they even got a different one. Bean color wasabi.
You got a comment from your winner there, Beef.
Oh, yeah? What do you say?
Right there. Jordan.
Well, read it to me because I'm doing
Thanks,
something.
man. I'm truly grateful and excited for the trip. Rock on. Also, sorry I left the studio so quickly. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to hang around.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And well, like, why do you gotta read it back like a dick? You made Jordan sound like a dick right now.
That's okay.
All right. So this was a fun feature that Tucson Foodie did that I want to share with you. It's Slack dining, how to eat a balanced meal. Whose idea was this here?
This was actually Ari's idea.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, because he's like, hey, I have this hidden talent that nobody knows about, and I want to do this, right?
He's Tucson famous in two ways. Like
Yeah.
the Slack world and then the restaurant world, and they don't overlap. So we brought them together.
Yeah, it was about time that they overlap for sure.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, well, you're in luck because you got to check this out.
Shane here with Tucson Foodie Sports. We've invented a new sport called Slack dining, and our first competitor is Ari Shapiro. Ari, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, I'm going to attempt to balance on this here slack line without the benefit of sight, as you'll soon see, and through whatever taste buds I have left, try and identify what you're feeding me.
All right, let's see if he stays on the line.
Seems like I got a utensil. Sort of tastes like sprouts in there. It's very delicious. Definitely got some lettuce. I mean, it tastes kind of like a salad.
Ding, ding, ding.
I got it?
Yeah.
Haven't really gotten any protein yet. There we go. Kind of like iceberg romaine, very crispy. I think it's from Choice Greens. Is it from a place that specializes in salads?
Not necessarily, no.
100% vegan restaurant.
Oh, it is? Is it Urban Fresh?
No?
Is it Tamarico?
No?
Oh, is it from Midtown?
Yes?
Oh,
Ding,
you know
ding,
what's
ding,
really
ding.
cool? This is the first thing I've eaten from there. Is it a Caesar?
It is!
Wow.
Hey.
All right, so this feels different than the thing that I just ate. This is warm. Let's first identify the utensil. It's a fork. All right, I don't know how big this bite's gonna be. I feel like I tasted some kind of like tortilla or something. Is this some sort of like enchilada? Okay, wait, got it. Is it a pasta?
Ding, ding,
All right,
ding, ding,
pasta,
ding.
wow, okay. Is this some sort of vegan lasagna?
Close?
It's very, okay, yeah, I'm getting like a little bit of like a red sauce.
Yes.
Is it like a ziti? A rigatoni, okay. Is this from Ceres?
No.
Is this from a place that specializes in pasta?
Kind of. It's an Italian restaurant.
Is it from Renee's?
No.
Wow. Zona?
No.
It's not Locale, is it?
No.
Look, I don't work for Tucson Foodie. I'm just the guy slacklining without vision.
And you want us to tell you?
Sure.
It's Zio Pepe.
Oh,
and
Zio
it's-
Pepe.
And it's a pasta arrabbiata.
Okay. All right, warm and tall is like some sort of soup, maybe. Oh wow, chopsticks! How do you even know I can eat with chopsticks? This is crazy. Nope. Definitely some kind of noodle. All right. Is it a ramen?
It is.
It is? Is this from Rajin Ramen?
No?
Does this place make their own ramen?
They do not make their own noodles in house.
So is it Noodleaholics?
No.
In town, it's from the south side of town.
Are they purely a ramen place?
No, not at all.
Is this from El Torero?
No.
Great guess, but no.
Oh, is it from Tanya's?
Nope.
I'm
Parking is always really difficult at this place. It's named after a region of Mexico. It's a food truck that's permanently parked next to a building where you can eat at tables outside. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's Ensenada street food.
Don't know them, but I would eat
it's
there
not a
again.
street food.
But
Place
I
is
give them
amazing.
high marks, and they do a really good vegan ramen. So this is what I was eating. All right. Well, it's so cool to like see the food because I was off on so much. Like I thought this was so much smaller. It's so weird to eat blindfolded.
Talent.
That was talent.
good.
Yeah. How long did it take you to shoot that?
About 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. That's not that bad. Yeah. So that's just a clip of what they got. It's about a 20-minute Tucson Foodie show. The 2 episodes. And is that your goal time that you do?
No.
Okay.
We're trying to get it down to about like 7-8 minutes.
That's good.
Oh.
4, but it's going to be because we're going through the headlines. We're going through the events happening this weekend.
Right.
We're doing feature stories. There's always some silly, stupid music video thing. So yeah,
That's the goal, to do a silly, stupid music video every episode.
every episode.
That's going to keep you busy, man. That's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
keep you busy.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, as we're getting ready to polish up our EP, and I know like this is an actual fact that we are going to plan an EP release show with Rap GPT as well. Once we narrow it down to some of our favorite songs, we have Valdez in the back corner there. We want to try to pull off the I'm Valdez song, but I haven't whipped together any instrumentals just yet. I want to give you an example of this stuff though. There's a dude going viral. I used to do this with my daughter, and so I'm kind of mad that this guy's going viral over this. Have you ever rapped Dr. Seuss books to kids?
I've seen this.
You seen this? Yeah.
He's so good.
He is good. And in fact, my only thing that I fucked up is I wasn't using beats. I was just doing an acapella, 8 Mile style after they cut off the beat. Screw you, DJ. I'm gonna read Dr. Seuss or rap Dr. Seuss to my daughter without a beat. This guy's using beats and he's killing it. And now he's got a popular channel because of it. I'll give you the example right here. Check this out.
Fox, socks, box, knocks, knocks and box, and fox and socks, knocks on box and socks and box, socks on knocks and knocks and box and socks on box on knocks. Chicks with bricks come, chicks with blocks come, chicks with bricks and blocks and clocks them. Looks her, Mr. Knoxer, lets you tricks with bricks and blocks her, lets you tricks with chicks and clocks her. First I'll make a quick trick brick stack, then I'll make a quick trick block stack. You can make a quick trick chick stack, you can make a quick trick block stack. And here's a new trick, Mr. Knox, socks on chicks and chicks on box on clocks on bricks on blocks, bricks and blocks on knocks on box. Now we've come to ticks and toxer, try to say this, Mr. Knoxer, clocks on box, clocks on knocks, stock, 6 bricks, 6 chicks out. Please sir, I don't like this picture. My tongue isn't quick or slick, sir. I get all those ticks and clocks are mixed up with these chicks and toxer. I can't do it, Mr. Boxer. I'm so sorry, Mr. Knoxer. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks, 2 socks, who socks, who socks, who sews, who socks, who sews, who socks, who sees, who sews, whose new socks are, you see, who sews, whose new socks are. That's not easy, Mr. Boxer. So who comes? Crow comes. Slow Joe, Crow comes. Yeah. Who sews, crows clothes, who sews, crows clothes. Slow Joe, Crow sews, who's clothes, who's clothes. Yeah. Sue sews socks and fox and socks. Now Slow Joe, Crow sews, knocks and box. Now Sue sews rose on. Slow Joe, Crow's clothes. Fox sews hose on. Slow Joe, Crow's nose. Hose goes, rose grows, nose hose goes some. Crow's rose goes some. Mr. Fox, I hate this game, sir. This game makes my tongue quite lame, sir. Mr. Knoxer, what a shame, sir. We'll find something new to do now. Here is lots of new blue goo now. New goo, blue goo, gooey, gooey. Blue goo, new goo, bluey, gluey. Gooey goo for chewy, chewing. That's what that goo goose is doing. Do you choose to chew goo do, sir? If sir, you sir, choose to chew, sir. With that goo goose, choose sir, do, sir. Mr. Fox, I won't do it. I can't say it. I won't chew it. Very well, then step this way. We'll find another game to play. Bim comes, Ben brings, Ben broom, Ben brings, Ben broom, Ben bends, Ben broom, Ben bends, Ben's broom, Bim's bends, Ben's bends, Ben bent broom breaks, Bim's bent broom breaks, Bim's band, big bands, pig bands, yeah.
This whole time, the Shane and I are
Bim and
vibing,
Bentley bands with
and
brooms,
Mari's
Bins
trying
bang
to
banging,
read.
Bins bang booms, big band,
I
boom
know
band,
this.
I
Oh,
do.
you can't read?
She's just like, I want to read along.
Dude, I was waiting for Andre 3000 to cut in.
I'm
Your
telling
big boy
you.
right there.
I know. Right. So, yeah, I mean, those are bars that were written a long time ago, but they apply to really any beat if you know how to fix it or, fit it in. And this kid just is showing off that example. So,
amazing.
Yeah, their kid's going to grow up rapping as well. I actually named my daughter after rap, and she has not started rapping yet, but she is working at Midtown Deli. So shout out to Tanya B.
Yep.
And she is making all these vegan delicacies. She loves working there. Tanya knows me from the show and before too. So during the interview, she's like, your last name seems familiar. I'm like, what's going on? And then she's like, oh, I know your dad. So then my daughter was like, yes, I'm in. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, it's a good thing I didn't date Tanya because she would not hire you. That's for sure. All right. So speaking of Japan, we had the delicacy, right? And which was pretty good. And last time Mari went to Japan, she came back with the used panties that she bought in a vending machine.
Yeah, I did.
And in honor of that, I'm wearing those today, actually. So thank you.
I saw it.
But I mean, like, this one with kids, right? So like I couldn't like go to those like little seedy places. But I did find this at Toys R Us.
That's
So
Toys R Us?
random.
Yeah,
At
it's
Toys
like
R Us.
4 naked
The
dudes
hell?
all like bundled together. And what's the toy? Is it
It's
cock
another-
rings?
it's
Is it
another
a
bath
butt
ball.
plug?
Another bath
Oh,
ball with like a little figure inside.
I had this dream.
Did you have this dream?
Well,
Wouldn't this be good if you put like your face, Rico's face?
I was gonna Photoshop all of us on
Yes,
there. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
please
my-
do.
That was my intention with this bath ball.
I'm thinking just 4 Ricos.
Yeah,
actually.
right?
I
Four.
can do that.
But then, like,
Ricos
so
would be good.
okay, I gotta get back on this bath ball too, because this is like a tempura one. You get a little tempura toy in the middle.
Here, let's see. There's a tempura toy in the middle. What do
Yeah,
you-
you see?
Hold on.
Do you see?
Don't move it. Don't move it. Okay. Those are toys. They just look like food.
Yeah, and it's tempura toys.
They're like the
Check that out.
shoppies.
And then I don't know how. Well, I don't know what this beef one is like though. To be honest, I just got it because your name is beef.
That'd be so funny. I mean, my daughter has a bathtub, right? So she takes a bath every now and then, but she's also vegan. So I'm like, it would
Drop it in.
it'd be so good.
It's a
Well,
shrimp.
I'm not just gonna jump in while she's in the shower.
You
She's a
can't do
teenage
that.
girl. I
You
respect her
can't do that.
privacy. Yeah,
my
if
God.
she was 8 all day long. Baboosh. Right.
This is amazing. It's a bath bomb with a shrimp tempura plastic toy in the inside.
Yeah, I know.
Only
It's
Japan.
cool, right?
Those are like those shoppy toys, right? Or they had those little toys that were all just grocery items. Kids
Yeah.
were all about that like 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, they have all these like capsule toys and like gotcha things.
So funny. Well, we were 30 seconds before we're on the air, but it's good though, because, speaking of what we ate, I have a story to kind of accompany that, talking about vending machines and, of course, Japanese delicacies. So this one's going to blow your mind. And the question is, will Shane eat it? Okay. So
Probably.
I say probably not, just based off of how you reacted to horse.
Oh, okay.
I know.
And
I
what's
know.
the weirdest thing you've had?
Such a snob when it comes.
Only a few things. Dogs, people. course.
Limited.
All right. Well, that's a pretty short list, so I appreciate that. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Hanging out here with Shane from Tucson Foodie, and of course, Mari, who just came back from Japan. And as I was saying on the stream, of course, we just tried those horse balls. What were they called again?
Well, my translation said wild horse mackerel devil,
Right.
but I think they're just wasabi nuts.
Yeah, and they
Sorts.
were. And it's because Shane wouldn't eat it if they're actual horse. And I respect that. And they weren't. They actually had no meat whatsoever.
No.
Now, last time that Mari was in Japan, she brought me back used panties that she bought in a vending machine. And Japan is all about vending machine culture, man.
Yeah.
Was there a lot of vending machines when you
So
saw there?
many, and it's amazing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost like going to vending machine Disneyland.
Oh, 100%. Like you're never thirsty. There's
Right.
so many drinks everywhere.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yeah. Well, there's another thing that I came across, which I'm going to name this segment, Will Shane Eat It?
Mm.
Right? Because we found out he has a very short list of foods he doesn't eat, or at least meats. And that's horse, human, and dog. Right?
And cat. Can't do
Oh,
a cat.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
See, that list is getting longer, man.
Yeah,
Jesus.
well, I just thought of cats.
All right. Well, okay. So horse, human, dog, and cat. All right. So that's it. His list is good.
Okay.
So I'm assuming he would try bear meat.
Aww.
Oh, yes.
Aren't bears endangered or something?
Yeah,
something.
there's a lot of things
Couple of them.
endangered in Japan that
Panda
they
bears.
love eating. That hasn't stopped them. But nothing says good eating like eating bear meat that comes out of a vending machine, right? Because in
Oh,
Japan, odd vending machines are not uncommon, and the bear meat vending machine has become a surprise hit.
What?
kind of
Yes. We'll get there. It's actually, and this sounds pretty elegant of a delicacy. They say those craving fresh bear flesh need to swipe their card, pay a fee of $16.50 for an 8+ ounce cut of grizzly or whatever.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the or whatever means, but frequent customers say the meat is clean and never gets tough. So you could eat grizzly bear for only $16.50 in
Wow.
Japan out of a vending machine. Now, you being a foodie, Shane, would you eat that?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
You're gonna try it,
Ooh.
okay? Yeah, even if it was panda.
I really don't want to
Ooh.
perpetuate that industry. I feel bad for the bears,
Yeah, it's true. Oh,
but I'm gonna give it a taste. I'm really curious about the bear taste.
I feel bad for them, but I bet they taste delicious.
It's already in the vending machine. Might as well.
Yeah, if they're just salmon fed, right? Like it depends on the diet of the
There we
bear.
go. Wild-caught salmon fed bear.
Yeah. I bet you polar bear
That's
tastes like
cage-free.
it was soaked and marinated in Coca-Cola.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yummy.
Uh-huh.
The cider braised shredded bear meat
Huh.
and a
Oh.
taco.
Mm.
Sign me up.
Right. Yeah, see? I thought you said you wouldn't eat human. I know plenty of
said
bears out
bear.
there. Oh,
You're a dork.
I know.
Joke.
All right, keeping the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast there. I'm going to play the game that we've been playing all morning long, but it's going to be Mari versus Shane
Oh.
versus Valdez
Ooh,
in tennis or porn.
wait, more?
More. I got more clips. So we're playing that on the podcast broadcast. Join us there. YouTube.com/beefvegan or keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1.
He did 4 hours of research to get those noises. He's not going to let it go to waste.
That's too
Oh.
There's a
much.
lot in the holster.
Rick Bayish. How do you say his last name?
Bayosh.
Like Baelish.
Rick Bayish
Bayish.
coming in with the jokes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what
Look
did
at those-
what did
look
Rick
at
say?
that joke. When I said I don't eat cat,
Oh,
Ah,
he nailed it.
yeah. Yeah, you put it
Rick
out
would.
there.
that's very rare.
That's what happens.
Well
If you leave that fruit low hanging, he's gonna grab it and get you there.
done.
Cocaine bear meat. Oh yes, cocaine bear meat.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. It'll be
Nice
fantastic.
little upper.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's see. Now, did you hear us play this game here, Shane?
No. What are we
Okay.
doing?
It's
man.
porn or tennis. So what I did was I put together audio clips of porn and tennis,
I'm gonna
like
win.
women
I'm gonna
playing
win.
tennis.
I'm gonna win this.
Okay.
I think
You feel
you
pretty
will.
confident?
Oh yeah.
Now
100%.
wait, Mari, you just lost, right?
I did. I just
All right,
lost.
Valdez, since you've been sitting in the corner all patiently, why don't you hop up in here?
Yeah, you want to hop up?
I have a
switch spots?
clarification.
Okay.
Is any of the porn you're going to play Korean porn?
Hmm.
You know
That's-
what?
That's gonna make it a lot harder.
There is one clip of Korean porn only because I subscribe to a sub channel.
A sub channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get that one wrong because there's no way to differentiate between Korean porn and tennis audio.
Oh, okay. No, that's
These are
very
facts.
good. That is a fact.
Mm.
Even if there's a judge calling out shots and stuff, it's the same.
All right, catch up later, guys. Get on the fucking mic, Valdez. What are you doing? Yeah, come on. All right, here we go. This is tennis or porn. You heard the setup here. I'm going to play a clip, and you just have to guess whether it's from a tennis match or a porn video. Okay. We'll start off with Shane on this one. Okay, tennis or porn?
Oh, it's really short.
Yeah.
Tennis. Tennis.
You gonna say tennis?
Tennis.
That's correct. This guy knows his porn. All right, Valdez, tennis or porn?
I heard a ball get smacked. That has to be tennis.
Well, tell him the disclaimer.
I put tennis balls like the sound effect and everything, just so to make it
what?
difficult.
I didn't know
Yes.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna have to go
Trickster.
porn on that one.
You gonna go porn? That is porn. All right, all tied
Nice.
up. Yeah, we got a game here. All right, let me get some suspenseful music here. Well, actually, no. Let me get some porn music. All right, here we go. Tennis or porn, Shane?
Holy shit! I hope that's tennis. Oh, tennis.
You gonna say tennis? That is correct.
Yes.
All right, Valdez,
Thank
tennis
God.
or porn?
One more time. That's got to be porn.
That is incorrect. That is
Oh.
100% tennis. You did good on
I
that
need
one.
to start watching tennis.
Shane, tennis or porn?
Porn.
You're correct. I just love his confidence, man. This guy. All right,
I
about
finally
this.
found my calling.
You already lost. You're out. Thank you for so much for playing. All right, Shane. I want to see if you can correctly guess the rest of these because you are such a pro to this. So, tennis or porn? Here's our next clip.
Tennis.
That is correct. All right, next one.
Porn.
Oh, you're incorrect. That is tennis.
That's a tricky one.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
This one.
Porn.
That is correct. Just like the way you say it, it sounds creepier.
Can you play it again, please?
Pornography.
Play it again.
And finally, tennis or porn.
There's a lot of birds chirping there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go porn though.
He knows my style.
Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes. I had that.
Right.
I had
You
those
added the
birds.
bird
add the bird sound effect
You
too?
goddamn right I did. You
You
goddamn
added
right
the
I
bird
did.
sound effect?
Yes.
Amazing.
I zeroed in on that voice. So what was that? 7? 1 out of
You
6
only
out of
got
7?
one wrong. Yeah. That was a lot that you got right. And the way that you answered them too. It's so confident.
Yeah, so
Like a
confident.
connoisseur.
For real. See, 1, 2, 3,
Hmm.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I had 9 total. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you got 8 out of 9.
That's a moan circa 2004.
Right.
Hmm.
Huge tennis fan, I'm assuming.
No,
Oh, okay. It must be the opposite
I'm
then.
very experienced. I only watch porn blindfolded, actually. So
Oh, nice. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just listen.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely watched a clip or two that was just all blackout. You could just hear. I'll stop talking.
I've done
So,
that. Or just the shadows of the people on the wall.
mm,
Is
I like-
that a thing?
Oh, that's a thing.
Oh.
That's a whole thing.
Plato's Cave
Really?
boner.
Yeah, I'm
It's
totally
a
into
thing.
it.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not called Plato's Cave, though, right?
No, it's not.
Go to Pornhub, look up Plato's Cave, see what comes up. It'll get
That's a
interesting.
good title.
You know, speaking of porn, I do have a quick list I'll share with you real quick. How to protect yourself for a safer porn experience, just for everybody watching on the stream, mainly Rick. Ad blocker. So if you're going to be an online porn aficionado, then an ad blocker is a must. They're cheap and they can prevent sketchy sites from worming their way into your devices. So keep that in mind. Incognito mode will keep private websites from snagging your browser history and keep cookies out of your system. You'll need to do that. Go with encrypted sites, ideally when you're visiting sites that you're paying for and that in turn pay their entertainers properly. So since most of them are cheap asses, look for sites that start with HTTPS.
Yes.
Yes, you
With a
gotta
little-
have that
with a
S.
little lock on top too.
Yes, yes,
Mhm.
absolutely. So you know.
Oh, I've been around the webs.
Right. Again, with the free sites, porn is like life. You get what you pay for. So using free sites dramatically ups your likelihood of threats of malware, especially if you click on the ads. So do not click on the ads.
Oh.
No matter how enticing that new larger penis of yours might be,
You know from experience.
it doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I was a part of when Enzyme came out. I was like 21. And Enzyme.
I like how I see the logo immediately in my head. I'm like, oh yeah.
No,
I have no
yeah.
idea.
I tried that, and it was, you know, so it was a natural male enhancement, and there was a placebo effect to it. That for a while there, I was just like, oh, I'm getting fucking huge. What it ended up being though was just a small herbal supplement that essentially Viagra uses. So it was basically a boner pill. But when you took it all the time, you weren't like shriveled up. You were always kind of like, you know, half staffed. So you felt bigger, you know. And there was an SNL sketch or joke that Michael Shea said Lauren Michaels put a nix to that they wanted to do was the low dose Viagra for public events like peeing in a urinal, you know, just to give you enough to represent, not to be hard,
No.
but you know, just be
enough.
yeah,
Yeah.
good representation.
Yeah.
All right, downloading. You shouldn't download content. You can stream it all. But if you do download content, make sure they have the suffix MP4, MOV, or M or WMV, and those won't have potentially harmful content, right?
Yeah.
And finally, VPN. So doing your cyber surfing behind a VPN is a good idea. Anyway, it's doing it if you're a regular fan of online porn is an even better play. So this is a list of how to protect yourself for a safer porn experience. To slow it down, you could just watch it back. And this is something I should honestly be doing because I don't know. I don't do any of that. I just have an iPhone and I'm just like, protect me, Steve Jobs.
It's Apple. It'll be fine.
Mhm.
Doesn't matter.
All right, so that was speaking of porn. All right, let's go to TucsonFoodie.com.
On a related note,
Yes, please. Yeah. Well, I know there's a foodie style porn as well, but foodie is a lifestyle.
we were thinking about launching a Tucson Foodie OnlyFans.
Why
For real.
not?
Yeah, there's a lot of non-porn on OnlyFans,
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
I
what would
would-
your content be though?
and there's a whole category of people like eating food slowly.
Right.
Mukbang,
like
I think it's
the
called.
Yeah,
ASMR.
We might
Mukbang.
do that.
I don't want to sound weird, but all right. I would pay $5 a month to watch Hannah slowly step on vegan food barefoot.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about me eating food.
Slowly.
How
Hey,
much
that's a
would you pay
different
for that. Each
that's
month?
that's a different demo, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Watch your entire
$10 a month.
your revenue stream just increases tenfold from just that. You're like, oh shit.
That's my hope.
Hopefully
From $10 a month to $100 a month.
you eating octopus every week.
Oh,
Slowly. It's like, who would have thunk it?
Who would have thunk it? Well, okay. So how you doing with TucsonDoobie.com? I know this on Tucson Doobie, the social media sites, you're starting to post a lot of content. Of course, everything is all eyes focused on 420
Sure.
and high in the desert. And so you're announcing daily contributors and sponsors and vendors that are going to be participating at High in the Desert, which is great. Prime was just recently added to the list.
Yeah.
They're going to have a bunch of samples out there. I'm stoked for. What about the website and the content development on that? Are you close to a
Doobie?
launch date? Yeah.
We're going to launch on 420. That's the plan. Launch
Fuck
the website.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. Look at you. That's good.
That's the idea.
Nice. And everything going good with High in the Desert?
Yeah, actually, we've expanded it a bit. We're taking over the entire annex. And we're
Nice.
going to do a big 420 public market.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Now, not actual cannabis products for sale, obviously, but
right.
all kinds of cannabis adjacent products.
Yeah. So you're saying paraphernalia, they could sell that, I
Yep.
guess, right?
Glass,
Yeah.
Wow.
They could sell glass. They could sell all kinds. There's also going to be a couple of all the swag booths and everything, but there's going to be some artists, there's some glass blowing.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think this is great.
CBD product.
It's just very lifestyle and culture, right? So you're going to see just the entire lifestyle that's behind it and all the accessories and marijuana inspired, influenced,
If there's not a
Arts and
hacky sack
goods.
circle or two, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Oh, there's going to be
Oh,
hacky
gotta be
sack,
hacky
bro.
sack. I haven't done that in so long.
Let's bring our own hacks, dude.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Branded hacky sacks.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
You ever get down with the hacky sack there, Shane?
Oh, yeah. Grew up playing soccer. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let's do
shit.
it.
Okay.
Let's
okay.
do it.
There we go. All right. I'm seeing Powers on the stream here. What's up, Powers? What did I mention for? The Welcome Diner. So, Powers, Shane is going to be releasing today, actually, and this week in Tucson Foodie, a music video to bring back the Welcome Diner, which I know that you're a huge fan of because you were one of the loud, abrasive servers there who would. He just loved it. Because he likes to be so nice, but the Welcome Diner, the gig was to be rude, right? It was one of those things.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
I thought everybody there was
Kinda.
super nice.
Yeah,
you're talking about
yeah.
you're talking about a different place or
Yeah.
something, dude.
Oh yeah, maybe I am. No, it's Mean Grill. I mean Grill.
You mean girl. You mean
Never
girl.
mind then. All right, so then go fuck that.
I was
So,
like, Welcome Diner sounds way too.
real quick, I want to show
welcoming.
you. There's a shrub.
Dude, its name.
There's a bush that's stopping traffic in Oregon because it's beautiful, and it's safe to assume that this bush fucks. Check this out. This is the bush. Can you see why people are stopping and being like, "Wait,
No idea.
second."
Why?
Whoa.
Mushroom.
Ah,
They wrap some lights around it.
exactly. Christmas came early. And it's not the only one. Hey, Rocco 2.1 KFMA. Welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents. Let me ask you this hard-hitting question. Which food you think is most likely to give you food poisoning? Hmm?
Oh, you want us to answer?
Oh, yes. Well, I mean, you're my foodie expert, my friend.
Greens, spinach, lettuce.
Salad.
Mhm.
Oh, look at you. Good answer. And number one answer on the board. That's 100% correct. In fact, the
Ooh.
CDC is harping on us again to stop eating, first off, raw cookie dough or raw
Oh.
flour in general.
I refuse to stop eating raw cookie dough.
Same.
Well,
same.
know, right?
You
Never.
might get hospitalized.
It's fine. It's
Oh,
worth
well.
it.
All right. Okay. Well, most people think that a flour is something that would cause food poisoning, but Consumer Reports just ranked the top 10 foods that do give us food poisoning, and flour is actually number 10. So coming in number one, it's your bag salad and other leafy greens, right? So that's the oddest thing about this. You know, you think by eating healthy or eating like vegetarian or vegan, or just go vegetable based, you're going to be safe from food poisoning. But you're safer eating chicken,
Wow.
yeah, from a fast food restaurant than you are eating a bagged salad. They found 50 different recalls linked to these things since 2017, and also have caused the most deaths. So death by salad, not a way to go. I'd rather go death by cheeseburger, personally. Rounding out the top 5, deli meat and cheese, apparently.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, how do you know that? Like, why is that?
I have a daughter. I have a daughter. You know, you're a parent. You're like, oh, what kind of stuff should I put in my kid's lunch? And then you're like, what's healthy?
Yeah.
And then you realize packaged deli meat is possibly the worst thing for humans.
Oh,
Really?
It's the worst.
Even if it's like, well, okay, I understand because of the carcinogens or something. There's something in it that's bad in the long term. But
Packaged deli meat specifically harbors some sort of a bacteria, just like the greens. Like there's nothing wrong with the greens,
right?
It's just that it easily, when it's unwashed, easily harbors bacteria.
What if it's like freshly sliced boar's head?
Like a freshly roasted wild caught boar?
No, boar's head, the brand of meats.
Oh, that's some good meat.
Yeah,
they do a good job.
All right.
It's like cookie dough. I'll make the exception.
I'm just like, don't ruin sliced deli meat for me, dude.
I think that what you're talking about is the packaged stuff.
Yeah.
Grab off the hook.
Okay. All right, we'll stay away from that. Also, coming in number 3, ground beef. So that'll happen. So cook it to completion, I guess. Number 4, onions. People don't know this about onions, but if you cut them and you keep them open, they're almost like a natural sponge to bacteria. Really? Yeah. In fact, actually, it was folklore back in the day during the Black Plague that farmers and people out in rural areas would cut an onion and keep it just laying around the house. So the theory was that it would absorb the virus and they wouldn't get it. Yes. But unfortunately, that's not true. And I found this out about 6 months into COVID, and my apartment smelled like onions. And finally, turkey. So those are the top 5 things most likely to give you food poisoning. We have to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back with your beef tip. And it's a can't miss relationship advice. So stick around. That's coming up next. And Beef Vegan Presents Rock 102.1. I got like what, phlegm in my throat. So
I bet it's hard keeping time when you have guests who talk.
Yeah, I love having guests who talk.
You're like, shut up. You should have a guest that just doesn't say anything.
I've had those too. Trust me.
That's probably worse.
The quiet nodder. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, those are a lot harder. I much rather have a guest who talks than doesn't.
Yeah.
So I mean, we had Chef Maria. So Rico and I are doing the good, the bad, the salsa, right? So to sit down and going through various salsas with chefs.
Yep.
And so Rico's brainchild is spin on hot ones, and
it's a rip off of hot ones, basically.
It's a rip off of hot
Let's
ones.
just say what it is.
But with a Tucson and flair,
twist.
right?
Yep.
And it's a great way to just kind of conversate and sit down for this like long form podcast. And I did it with Chef Maria. And the goal was to do like, 10, 15 minutes. It was going to be kind of quick. But Chef Maria loves talking as well. So she was very easy to conversate with and get great little nuggets of just tidbits and finding out about her. So the next one, Chef Gary could go either way. Gary is like, he's a boy, right? Like we're already friends, been friends for years. So I could see him not giving me as much and me trying to pull out more. Come on now.
I think he's literally trying to just think of concoctions to like murder you.
Yeah, I know,
salsa.
which is not cool. Which is not cool, by the way.
Don't do that.
I have to remind him, the
Hey,
goal
man.
is not to singe my butthole.
Oh, is that hot?
Well, it can be. I mean, Chef Maria actually, I lucked out. And the hottest thing in that little lineup of 5 salsas that we had was the habanero. And that was actually the third one. So she ranked it from mildest to hottest, and it was the third one that was actually I felt the hottest.
That pineapple one though, that
was good. Yeah. So
what was the one you thought was a cream? But what was the thing she said?
That's the habanero.
That was the habanero.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which did look like a cream, but there was no crema in it at all.
No mas.
What is the hottest thing that you ever ate, Shane? And did you live to regret it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kansas City. Went to this hot wings place and they had like the warnings.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this little hot sauce flight you could get, but you had to sign a waiver. You had to put a special thing on. Are we on the air?
No.
Okay, cool. So I was with a buddy. So the problem I had is that I touched my eye at some point.
Oh, yep. You done fucked up.
I actually had to go to the hospital.
Oh shit!
My buddy took a piss halfway through.
Oh, he
Same
fucked
thing.
up.
You both fucked
Yeah,
up.
dude.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Yeah, his dick and balls are totally on fire.
Oh,
He was
no.
crying. It got serious.
yeah.
For a while, we were like,
You're grabbing your face. He's grabbing his dick, just crying.
Uh-huh.
Or I was
What's wrong
grabbing
with
his
those
dick
guys?
and he was grabbing my face.
That ghost pepper will do it to you every time, man.
We're
Yeah.
friends, right? That's horrible.
Uh-huh. Well, at least you can still see out of your eyes. I mean, were you like partially blind for a little bit?
The rest of the day, dude, I went to
Damn, that's
after the
scary.
hospital. I went to the hotel and just laid down. I
Mm,
got sick to my stomach. It
What
was
did you do in the
brutal.
hospital?
What did they do at the hospital?
Yeah.
They flushed my eyes.
yeah.
They
I
flushed
said,
it.
you idiot.
Well, I was telling Rico how I did this. I've done this a couple times, and I hate spicy eating challenges now because I won't do it. But I did it before stunting for the radio, and I did these chicken wing contests where this guy whipped together a ghost pepper sauce and he seared the ghost peppers to make it hotter, right? So when it came out, it was like black tar. It was like a paste on these wings, and we had gloves and we signed waivers. And I got second place, and I was smart enough to, like, with the gloves, scrape off the outer layer of paste so I wasn't consuming that much, but nobody else did that. And the kid that won, he was going to town like it was a speed eating contest, but it really wasn't about how many wings you ate. It was how long it took for you to tap out. And so when I saw this kid wasn't stopping, so I tapped out, and then he ended up winning. For the next 3 days, I shit you not, like magma shooting out my anus,
Oh my
right? It was the
God.
most painful, excruciating experience I ever had in my entire life. And all I could do is think about how this kid who won probably died. His face was burnt like the Joker. Like it caused 3rd-degree burns on his face just from the sauce.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Brutal. Yeah.
That's
I know. All right, we got to get back on and do a beef tip, but you guys are awesome. Don't forget to subscribe to Tucson Foodie's page as well, because this week in Tucson Foodie is dropping around noon today. Is it noon, or did I just give you a deadline?
It's not going to happen. Tonight. Later
Yeah, good
tonight.
luck.
All right, Rockwell 2.1. We're wrapping things up here on the podcast broadcast. Another good one that you could check out on demand, youtube.com/beefvegan. Before we leave you, I'd like to give you a beef tip, okay? And this is critical and crucial relationship advice. According to a psychologist, when you're arguing with your significant other, you should both strip naked. Yes, strip naked, because when we argue, we act out of instinct, which is why we yell and say terrible things. But stripping naked pulls your brain out of that instinct, so you'll actually start listening and being more rational. So next time that you get into a fight with your significant other, strip off all your clothes, and after she's done laughing at your small peen, then you'll get over that fight, and then maybe even make sweet love by the fire.
Oh.
That's right. That's a beef tip. And according to that psychologist, don't just take it from me. Take it from Dr. Horny Pants over there. I'd like to thank Shane from TucsonFoodie.com for joining us, as always.
Thank you, Beef.
Keep an eye on TucsonFoodie.com and subscribe to their YouTube channel at Tucson Foodie, because they're dropping weekly episodes this week in Tucson Foodie. Mari, thank you so much. Everyone, drive safe, ride safe, and as always, rock local. Later.
Will come
So close to the deadline.
do all your
So
grief.
close.
But if you've been
Thanks,
mean
guys.
or kind of bad, I will knock out all your teeth.
What?